Hello and welcome to Dreams and Wings, and welcome to part 2 of today's HEMS extravaganza. Yeah, we're back. We're back here at Lossiemouth. If you watched earlier on, then you got the kind of long version of the explanation of what this is all about. But let me quickly show you in case you didn't. There we go. There's our campaign map. So we're here at RAF Lossiemouth on the northeast coast of Scotland, and this is kind of going to be our area of operations here. I have no idea what we're going to get. I have no idea what missions we're going to get. That's the beauty of this. That's why it's called Random and Anywhere, and we're using it in full-on Random and Anywhere mode. There's certain things that you can customize so that you can actually, you can use it to generate the mission you want it to generate. But we're going to be doing the full-on random, I don't know what's going to happen kind of thing, which is what makes it exciting. In terms of what we're using, again, very quickly, we have the High Performance Group H145. We have the High Performance Group H145 Action Pack Expansion, which is what enables us to do the missions. We are using the Davierosoft Random and Anywhere. That's what it's called on flightsim.to, but everywhere else it's called Random and Everywhere. We're using that mod, and that is the genius app that enables us to do so much and bring so much life to flying these kind of missions. We've also got the Kekker's voice mod, which again is brilliant, adds so much immersion. We've got the M. Gonzalez sound pack for the H145 just to give us a more realistic H145 sound. And we've got the Demo Designs repaint here of X-Ray Zulu 588, which is, because she still exists, an RAF Sea King from 202 Squadron that flew here at RAF Lossiemouth, and there she is in all her glory under the careful and expert hands of historic helicopters. So good to see that she's still doing her thing, and we're still going to do our thing. So I don't think I've missed anything out. Oh, the only other thing I should say, and I'll just keep it very brief, if you use Random and Anywhere, you know that there's several issues at the moment with not being able to start missions and getting errors with missions, lots of red writing. That's because the OpenStreetMaps OSM servers are getting absolutely hammered. The ones that are available for the mod are getting absolutely hammered by various, they're public servers, so lots of different people, organisations, whatever, are using them. So that means that at the moment it's sometimes a bit tricky to get a mission running. What we're using here is a new experimental kind of private OSM server, the Kicker server, which has a limited number of places. They're all full now, but keep an eye on the Random and Anywhere mod Discord, because they will be opening up more places as time goes on. And that means it's a small server. It's about €1 a month to contribute to the running of it, and it means that you get a bespoke OpenStreetMaps data service. And of course OpenStreetMaps is what's required for all the missions, knowing where to place. So the good example is the one that we had this morning. It was a private jet that had gone off the end of a runway, so the mod looks using the OpenStreetMaps data for a runway, and it finds it, and that's where it bases the mission. If it's a road traffic accident, it might say, okay, there's the road, we'll put the road traffic accident there. The other day we had a classic one coming out of in London. Had a message come up on the screen, or the mission came up saying it was an injured skier, and I'm thinking, we're here in the middle of London and you've given me a mission to go and get an injured skier. And I thought, this is crazy. And then I looked at actually that's not true. We flew to the where the casualty was, and it was an artificial ski slope. So it's seen the data in the map, and it said, okay, I'm going to throw you a injured skier on that artificial ski slope. First I thought it was a glitch, but then you realise no, it's the genius of the app, the mod, whatever you want to call it. It's a mod really, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely amazing, really good. Anyway, Let's stop the waffling. Let's find a button that works on this. Here we go. So we go into hello. Get there. I've got so many buttons on my loop deck now for streaming and chase plane and all that sort of thing. It's kind of sometimes working my way around. I should quickly say we're on the Western Europe server at Lossiemouth, EGQS. So if you want to come along, you are more than welcome to fly along. You won't be able to see the mission assets. You won't be able to see the casualties and all that sort of stuff. But who knows where we will end up going? And I've just noticed, interestingly, interesting is not the word, that the guys that were in here have suddenly disappeared, which makes me think that the multiplayer has just had a glitch. Almost certainly. Anyway, we'll see if it all comes back. Stream's still working, so at least I know my internet hasn't gone down. Okay, right, let's get rid of me, because you don't want to see me, you want to see the screens and everything that's going on. So let's close that. I'm going to quickly sort out my head tracking. There we go. Let's open the aha, okay. So more than just that. This screen was alive before and now it's dead. Okay, so there's more to this. Definitely more to this, and I bet if yeah, absolutely dead as a dodo. So I think something has gone on with the sim, which, let's face it, it wouldn't be flight sim if it didn't do funny things from time to time. So let's try and we'll restart. By the way, the guys that are or were there in multiplayer, if you're in the chat, can you just let me know if everything's still working for you? Presumably something just went wrong on my end then. Stu Green, good to see you. Falconer, good to see you again. Here we go. So that looks like it's back in again. Let's have a look. Open that. Okay, so that's alive. A little bit disconcerting that that happened for no reason, but we'll see what happens. Okay, that's working okay. So just lock off the head tracking. Okay, that's interesting. There we go, that's working. Wow, this sim is glitchy today. Very glitchy. Okay. So, random and everywhere. This is an experimental build at the moment, but it gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. That's saying that I'm logged into the Kickers OSM, so that's good, and my API key is active. I'm going to wind that back a little. There we go. And I'm going to wind that out because we don't want it too close. And single player, that's all good. Okay, so it's working so far. Now we can get the battery on. And let's get some lights on. Angel, I'm using the Grass Monkey King Puck. Just watching the power up test. Power up test okay. Now, because we did the full startup checks and everything this morning,
hey, good morning all. Ready for the missions?
Not going to worry about that too much. Here come the guys. Get in the helicopter.
Hey Frank, good morning.
Good morning, Frank.
There's Frank, our ground crew. Okay, let's get the mission radio on. So this is what connects us to the rescue center, the mission center, whatever you want to call it.
Logbook fuel inside. Fuel tanks are almost full. If you need refueling, please ask.
Thank you, Frank. I'll check.
Okay, let's push call to connect. One other thing I need to do, just realised I haven't got my Rex Atmos on. And I'm going to get something else loaded up as well. It's another little experimental thing that I'm using. But see how this works. Okay, that's interesting. My flow has stopped working. Very odd. Okay. So we've got a road traffic accident with a bicycle with injured persons. There we go. So we're going to accept that.
Cabin preparation. Please wait.
The chaps in the back are going to do their thing. Flow is still not working.
All cabin tasks completed. Ready for departure.
Okay, that's good. Let's get the engines running.
Preparing
So
for
one,
engine
two.
starting sequence. 1, 2.
No, that's not it. So that's working, but my flow isn't.
Area clear. Ready to start engine 1.
Okay, engine 1. I just seen your comment, TD Hobbies. Don't worry.
GPU disconnected. Ready to go. Good day.
Tell him you were watching serious life-saving stuff. So there we go. TOT's rising, M1's rising. We've got oil pressure on engine 1. Frank taking the fire extinguisher away because he's feeling very confident. There's the co-pilot watching as we spool up.
Engine started successfully. Moving to other engine. Engine clear.
Okay, let's have engine 2. M1 rising. TOT rising, torque rising. And oil pressure. Startup test okay down in the enunciator panel there. So that's
All
good.
engines started successfully.
There we go. Both engines are idle now. I was just watching that because it was taking a little bit
Hold
longer
on.
to...
Performing leak checks.
You do your leak check, sunshine. There we go. Let's get everything on. Avionics, standby. DC receptacles. Have that. It's not particularly dark, but I am just going to put some lights on just in case, because there's some dark clouds around. We're not going to be using the GTN XI, but they are active and there's a couple of things we need to do with them. Let's bring in the
TOS
panels.
system test okay.
Okay, all good.
Check here, that's all good. Right, he's happy. So we'll go back to there. We see that we've got a, well, you can't really see it, but we've got a white line coming from here, and we've got no distance information in there. So need to pop in here, pop in there, set MSFS as our navigation source in the TDS Sim GTN XI panel area. And then we'll go back to that, and then I just need to cycle the Garmin there, and now you can see we've got destination 11.1 nautical miles, and at some point we'll get a blue line in there. There we go, blue line in there. So we're good to go. Happy with that. I'm going to now, we'll spool the engines up to flight. Keep an eye on that. So wind is behind us, so I'm going to lift and then we'll point the helicopter and head out that way. Frank keeping a distance. And when the rotating fork, this bit here, gets to 101, good to go. Okay, let's go. So, quick hover check, all good. the wind is roughly where it was earlier on. Actually no, it has swung around a little bit, so we're going to be taking off over the typhoons. They won't mind. They'll be thankful when they call us out to come and get them.
VTOS.
Such a good opportunity to look at Nick B007's Lossie as well.
VY.
Great piece of work, really is. Okay. Watching the power there, making sure we don't over torque the engine. Okay, that's autopilot on, couple. Let's give co-pilot something to look at. So this is where we're going. Over here. This is not quite as good as it was earlier on. Turn the weather radar on. Wasn't playing ball earlier on, but it looks like it is now, perhaps. Okay, interesting. We've got flow back. Yes, Sim definitely playing funny today. You should be able to click on the map and then move it around, but it's not working as it should do. When I click on it, it's just kind of, yeah, not doing a lot now. Zoom's working okay, but if I try and move it, yeah, very odd. I presume it must be some Sim Update 5 shenanigans, maybe. Things not quite working as they should. But the main part of it is doing alright. Ideally what I'd want to do is try and scroll this map so that we can have a closer look at the landing site, but it's not going to do that, unfortunately. We will just have to see what comes our way. But it looks like it's just south of Inverness. And again, I'm questioning that. Looking at the distance here, I don't think it is. No, it's forest. So there's something wrong with this map. You see, you can tell it's got the destination just south of Inverness, whereas actually we're going to forest.
We will be first on scene.
So weirdness going on there. Let's okay, that might be. That's looking a bit better. That seems to have cycled something. I wonder if by any chance. No, still can't scroll with the map. How very odd. There's RAF Kinloss. Big hello to them. It's now an army base. Back in the day when I lived up here, it was a Nimrod's. The good old Nimrod. And then up the road at Lossie we had the Shackleton. That was an amazing sight. Like going back in time.
I set a possible hospital destination for our patient. Infos are available on tablet. We can confirm or change later.
Yeah, TD hobbies, I totally understand it. I utterly addicted to it. Never really used to be into helicopters until I started doing the HEMS stuff with the action pack, and then got absolutely addicted to it, and the Random and Anywhere mod just completely opened that up as well.
2
And
nautical miles from accident area.
Now I just enjoy flying around in the Huey as well, and the 500C. Wow. Yeah, that map is doing some funny things. What if I can move this one? No, that's not playing either. How strange. How strange. There's obviously some setting somewhere playing with it. Okay, so autopilot off. It's always nice to have a look on the map. Get an initial recce in of the landing site. So it's a shame
Rear crew, we
that
are
we
approaching
can't
the
do
landing
that.
site.
So we're down there. I'm not seeing anything in the way of emergency vehicles.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
We're in a helicopter, darling. There's always going to be terrain ahead.
500.
Just trying to get a closer look. See if I can see where they are. Is there anything down? So it must be down there. You can normally see something going on that indicates the accident site, but I'm not seeing anything, so we will land and see what happens. Oh, okay, I can see them now. Of course, because it's a bicycle, it's hard to see it. There's his mate.
We are reasonably close.
Okay, engines to idle. Dear oh dear oh dear.
Rear crew, prepare for ground operations. Helicopter in position. Rear crew, you are clear to start operations.
We need time for ground operations, please. Stand by.
Okay, let's quickly check how long the doc thinks he's going to be, because that determines whether or not we're going to close the engines down or not. 3 minutes, I'm not going to close the engines down for 3 minutes. We'll keep that running. So you can see my crew there working on the patient, and all that time is simulated. We have to do the kind of waiting now while they do what they need to do. Just like in the real thing. Good to see the Navy have joined us. Well done, chaps. Okay, let's just jump in.
Patient life signs are fading.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, so we've got 43 years female, unconscious. Let's go to medical diagnostic page. Wrong button. Trying to click on little things when you've got head tracking on. Let's try this. There you are. So, Jane Doe, fictional, no kidding, 43 years female. Diagnosis ACS. Unconscious, not good. She's code 1, which is immediate risk of death, and vital signs. Okay, so she's got life score of 28, which is not good. So this could be an interesting one. As I said earlier on, you don't just land at the accident scene and the casualty is in a state and then that's it. It changes. So as we fly now, she could actually get worse, so we just have to be conscious of that. Okay, we're going to Raigmore, which is no surprise, as it's just up the road.
Patient on board. Take care.
Okay, we're not going to hang about here, so let's get the engines up to flight.
Cabin secured, ready to fly.
Just waiting for everything to come up. So wind is up ahead, so I'll lift and then we will move in that direction into wind as we pick up a bit of transitional lift and all that good stuff, and then we'll hot foot it over to Raigmore. Watching him. Watch out for the power line, so I'll do a left, I'll do a right turn. Take us a little bit more away from the power lines just in case.
VTOS.
So yeah, we're not going to hang about on this one.
VY.
Watching the power there, not getting too carried away. Huge amount of respect for the pilots and crews that do this in real life. It's hard to imagine the pressure you must be under as the pilot to keep operating the helicopter safely, knowing that something is going on in the back. Got the castle there. I think that's Brody Castle. And of course the medical crew as well. Huge responsibility. Minutes out. What I will do is let's get the there we go, let's keep that on. So at the moment she's 29 on the life score. Watching to see if that changes at all. Doctor looking very calm there. He knows what he's doing. Okay, so she's gone up to 30. So that is symbolic of the fact that she's now got a doctor looking after her, and the situation has improved only by 1%, if you like, but it's still moving in the right direction. Better that way than the other way. Okay, I'm going to pop it onto autopilot. And yeah, map is still not playing ball. How odd. I wonder what would cause that. Flow is working, so that part of the mouse is okay. Strange how it's intermittent as well. It's not like it's a control binding that is interfering. And it's only started doing that since Sim Update 5, so I don't know, maybe that's the thing. Who knows? Yeah, I can imagine, Bishop. Absolutely. It's all well and good sitting in your spare room doing it on a simulator, but I'm always always conscious of the people that have to do this for real and the pressure that's on them, and you know, how you deal with that, especially how you deal with it when things don't always go to plan. Just going to use this collective beep trim just to give us a bit of height, just for safety, as we come up to some higher ground here. Ah, no, that's interesting. So the weather radar is working now. It's picking up some rain. That's cool. Still 30, 4 minutes out, so without being complacent, I think we're okay. Power 49273. I haven't actually flown helicopters in the Air Force, but funnily enough, I did live at Shawbury as well, so used to see the gazelles going around and about. That was quite nice to see. Looking forward to seeing a gazelle in the sim, hopefully. There's the MH60. It's incredibly realistic.
500.
I know I say it all the time, but it is impressive. Weather's gone down a bit since we were up this morning, but still not too bad. Plenty of rain around. Just looking, yeah, the weather radar is picking all that up really nicely. That's kind of cool. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, of course, he did his training there, didn't he? There used to be a Shawbury in the sim, but I don't know if it still exists or if it still works in 2024. But yeah, it was a nice, nice place to live up there. It was quite strange because we actually moved to Shawbury from Lossiemouth. So we went from living up in the north of Scotland and the mountains and all that kind of stuff to the kind of fields of Shropshire. And it was quite a change, but it is a lovely place. Okay, so we are coming up. We are 1 minute out now, so I'm going to close the hatch.
2 nautical miles from the hospital.
Actually, I'll keep that open just in case we get anything else coming through. Autopilot off. Wind is coming from over that direction, so I'm just going to scoot us around here. There is the landing pad. Okay, let's kill that now so I've got better visibility.
Destination in sight. Medical crew is waiting on landing spot.
$500.
Tighten it up a bit.
Rear crew, prepare for ground operations.
Okay. What you looking at me like that for? That is lovely, isn't it? Okay, so we
Helicopter in position. Rear crew, you are clear to start operations.
will let them out. It's kind of cool how the because we are down on the ground, the helicopter automatically inhibits the weather radar so we don't fry anyone's brain, which is a neat little touch. Northland, how you doing? Thank you, we'll have that back.
Patient has been deported to the hospital and is safe.
So there we go. Patient goes off. And then as before, our doctor should go off with them as well. Yeah, there they go. So where's Doc gone? He's probably already walking off in that direction. Yeah, you can just see his shadow. So he will go in with the medical crew, and they will they'll do the paperwork. But of course, I'm not going to make you sit through that, because that would be rather boring. But if I was doing this without streaming, I'd probably go down and make a cup of tea now and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, that is how that bit works. So I'm going to skip paperwork, because we need to get him back, and we need to end the mission, and need to end the stream now. So that was a relatively quick second mission. We could, if we wanted to, now fly back to Lossiemouth to check in with the engineer, but it's just gone 3 o'clock here now, and I need to go do something. So thank you for joining the stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you didn't see part one was a much longer
Cabin secured, ready to
affair
fly.
this morning. Quite an interesting mission that one was. So a little bit more detailed. So if you want to check that out, if you haven't seen it, then it's posted up on the channel. You should see it there. But in the meantime, thank you for joining. Thank you to the guys who flew along. Let's quickly jump outside. Try that one. I know a few people have had to drop out. There we go. So thank you to you guys for flying along. You can't see the mission assets, but it's a bit of a magical mystery tour. So I hope you enjoyed that. I try and stream this maybe once a week, this kind of stuff. Just find it absolutely fascinating. It's really good fun, and it's a really interesting way of using the sim as well, isn't it, mate? Eh? What do you think? Yeah, he's never going to show enthusiasm. Anyway, listen, I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming along for the flight, and I look forward to seeing you on the channel again soon. Take care now. Bye bye.